Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and beautiful in between, to session 97 of SF.
Session
Would
97.
any
God damn.
yes,
Yeah.
would anyone like to recap us on what happened last sesh?
Take it away, Storyteller 2.0.
Alright, so previously on Aseth, the party gets separated from each other and find themselves in an otherworldly maze, their individual appearances shifting to mirror that of Callus. Confused and disoriented, they wander between the tall hedges, looking out for any signs of life. Naja, alone and isolated from the misfits, confronts several forms of Callus and hears warped voices calling her name, believing them to be from her patron. As the others encounter other figures resembling her patron, the misfits realize that their attacks have unexpected consequences, injuring either themselves or warping to Naja where she stands. Naja tries to run away from the Calluses, only realizing to her horror that one of the forms that she attacked was actually her aunt, Izia. When Naja tries to revive her, she is interrupted by a counterspell from one of the Calluses, though she can't determine which one. Chaos ensues as Dracula's and Courage attempt to restrain Naja, only for Callus's doubles to strike back, further enraging her. In her desperation, Naja encases herself and the lifeless corpse of her aunt within a wall of force. The rest of the misfits struggle to figure out how to deal with Naja's patron without hurting each other. Meanwhile, Callus continues to taunt Naja, telling her that everything she holds dear will be defiled and urging her to redefine herself in this place of illusions. Memories suddenly flood Naja's mind. Her childhood, her aunt, her uncle, even her parents, all suddenly feeling false, as though planted and altered by Callus's intricate schemes. Then the dagger appears at her feet, as if it were a terrible solution to her, a way out of this mad maze. In an act of grim resolve, and to everyone's horror, Naja plunges the dagger to her heart, causing blood to flow into the daze. The hedge maze crumbles away, revealing the spider lily fields they were on before, bathed in red, and the dark plane they were in dissipates. Dracula's reve- uh, Dracula rushes to heal his lover, who slowly removes the dagger from her heart as she trudges forward to face her demon, with Darius holding her for a second to cast Death Ward on her. Callus reappears, this time with two copies of himself, and the fight rages on. As the battle intensifies, Callus warps the terrain, raising high walls around them in an attempt to separate the misfits once more. Once he's had enough, he utters a terrible curse towards Naja, but Darius's death ward saves her from an instant death. As things look grim, Darius prays to Nahesis, seeking divine intervention, and his prayer is answered. Time halts as an ominous figure in black robes with gold trimmings, Nahesis, Aseth's god of death himself, steps into the battlefield. His mournful gaze sweeps across the scene, locking briefly with Darius, and he approaches Callus, whose usual grin falters into shock, fear, and sadness. With a single touch to Callus's face, Nahesis begins to unravel him, his body crumbling from the legs up. Callus makes one final attempt to reach for Naja, but his hand disintegrates in midair. With a sad, almost regretful smile, Callus whispers to Nahesis, "I only wanted to help," before fading away completely. In a final act of defiance, Callus' death triggers a devastating psychic scream that echoes across the flower fields. Those unable to withstand the mental assault are killed instantly, Davrin and Scholar among the casualties. Naja resists the scream, mustering every ounce of willpower to survive. And in the aftermath, a terrible truth is revealed as Naja lays down on the flowers, exhausted from the battle. Callus was the great deceiver, and she was his daughter. The lies he wove were so convincing they had shaped Naja's very sense of reality, and her entire existence was but a part of Callus's grand deception. That's it.
Yippee!
We
Well, you
pick
should do this more.
we pick back up as the battle concludes. The field of white still stained with red, as all of you are left there standing. Some of you still standing. The other half not so much. What would you like to do, Misfits?
First things first. First, Dracula's going to rush to Naja.
It's over. It's finally over.
Yes. You're free. No more need. No more Alice.
I look at my wrists. Are the shackles still there?
No. But
Yeah.
they're now they turn into a more permanent version as they're now inked into your skin.
I don't understand. What does this mean?
I don't. I have no idea.
What about the others? Where are they?
Turn and look. You see everybody recovering from the psychic scream of sorts. Two of the party members, not so much. Unbreathing, unmoving, still. Just laying there.
Naja will struggle to stand up and
I'll
try to walk
help.
there.
I'll help Naja up and help guide her to the others. One step at a time.
Darn it. I only see Davrin, Courage, Mango? Oh, no, that's not Davrin, that's Darius. Walking towards everyone else.
What is everybody else doing?
I think Darius would be probably checking on Scholar and Dabber and seeing that he doesn't know that they're dead yet, so he just assumes they're unconscious. So he's just trying to see if there's anything he can help with.
I'll say no. You don't. It's not that you don't get to not know if they're dead or not.
Oh, so okay.
You're a grave cleric. Your attunement to death is pretty significant to a point that you can sense that they are no longer of this realm.
Okay, then instead he will just walk up to them, kind of like sit down and just like utter a prayer silently.
What happened to them?
I'm sorry, Miss Naja, but I believe they're no longer part of this realm anymore.
You're kidding, right? Oh, shit. Hang on. Here, I toss you a diamond, and then as I yeet it to you, Naja just like falls backwards and collapses on the flowers.
I'll quickly catch her before she hits her head against the floor.
What do you expect me to do with this?
You know,
Bring
some
one of
magic
them back.
like as soon as Naja says that, Darius looks so conflicted. Like he's just kind of like, there is so much hesitation. It's like he holds it and just looks at them, which is like kind of like that state where you just don't know what to do.
Time is running out for them. You have to bring them back now. At least one of them.
So you wish for me to choose one person to bring back.
Both if we can.
But we only have one diamond
Naja,
left.
Miss Naja, I'm sorry, but I cannot defy Lord Nahisis' rules.
That he has a rule about not healing someone who has passed or who's passing.
They have already passed. For me to intervene in such cycle would mean that I defy the principle of life itself.
Yeah, but Scholar, he already died once. And I don't think his business is finished in this world yet.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Yes?
Hello.
Okay.
Yes, Courage?
Sorry.
I just,
Please convince him. Please convince him. He's not
I just-
convinced. He's not
I-
convinced.
I wanted to check. The psychic scream originated from Callus, right?
Yes.
No, from Nahisis.
No, from
From
Callus.
Callus.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was Nahisis that screamed. Okay.
Callus.
Ah.
It was Callus.
Callus
So how could he be Nuhisis? He came on short to help us, then he just screamed at us and let.
He killed us.
Yeah, we have you. Now you pay the price, motherfucker.
He
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
what's the point if he came here to one shot the boss for you guys and then left and just said
Hey,
fuck
not
you
one
guys?
shot, right? We have been hitting him. He just
You
laughed
got
at him.
okay. I'm gonna be honest. You guys
you
barely
guys
laid.
don't
You guys
know
barely
that.
stracked
What?
him. You guys barely scratched him.
There we go. That's one.
Okay, so
But yeah, just like you dare summon me? Well, fuck you.
yeah, so the thing about it is that what killed them is basically Nuhisis's servant like throwing one last curveball at us. I don't think that it was in Nuhisis's plan for them to actually pass at this point of time. Felt more like he was having his hands busy trying to reprimand his wayward follower. I do believe that it's a bit hazy at the moment, but I do kind of have a feeling that it is worth a try to actually you should at the very least try to bring one of them back.
I guess this is fate.
There is a bit of a there is a bit of if you're talking about the logistics of if you're talking about the theoretical of this thing, I get the feeling that your god's hands were full.
Okay, I will just like before he finishes talking, he just like you see Darius just like mutters something to himself before casting Revivify. First on Scholar, then second Darius. Oh no, Darius me. Davern.
All right.
I didn't
We-
think that
we-
Courage would be
That's
so
what happened.
chatty.
You
before-
actually do it? Did
Triple
it?
Ds in the past.
Before
Yeah.
anything,
Oh boy.
we haven't done a revivify spell before in this whole
Nope.
campaign.
Really?
I think we did.
No, we
like,
did
not-
not.
First time we've done a
Oh
revival.
damn!
Not successfully. No, not successfully.
Only
So-
Callista's parents, but like in PCs.
So, shall we do this proper?
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, let me drink
Wait,
some
wait,
water. I need to
wait,
hydrate.
Wait. How are we doing this?
We're doing this critical role
okay.
style.
Let's wait for leader first.
No, we don't.
Oh,
Oh,
aren't
no,
you
here,
going
here.
to get some water?
No, I'm hydrating right now. I have a bottle
Oh.
of water with me.
Actually.
So,
Got all water.
with the ritual of a resurrection spell, there must be the soul is on the brink of being untethered from the body, in which you are as well the the one inquiry's closest individual or individual of acquaintance would offer some sort of reason for the soul to continue this tether with the body, in which then the spell solidifies and successfully brings them back. So, at the moment, Scholar, the DC to bring you back is already set. You have already died once. So,
Skull
if
dying
at
once is gonna increase or decrease the DC.
So, who would like to? That only 3 of you may offer some sort of peace offering or offering to help convince the soul to remain on this mortal realm. Which one of
I
the
would.
3 would like to begin?
I would.
What do you do?
Naja struggles to her feet and just like goes to Scholar's body and just like holds his hand, places it on his chest, and says, Mango, you gotta come back. We still have to braid each other's hair and, talk about stuff that you haven't told everyone else. And you still have your dream, right? Return to Yard, make it a better place for everyone. I thought that was silly, but that's that's a really cool dream, I'd say. And thank you for everything that you've done. You've been a really good, great part of the Misfits. You've already died once, so please don't go. Uh, what will I give Mango?
That would be enough. Make me
Oh,
a
okay.
persuasion check.
Holy shit,
way!
there's no fucking way.
No.
Come back, Mango.
So,
Come back.
You're just using command of the soul, right?
Volfia
God damn it,
Alphonse.
Mango, come back.
Not even
Volfia
calling him by his real
Alphonse.
name, shaking my head.
Volfia Alphonse.
Mhm.
As you are in this realm of void, could you describe to me a very important place in your past, in your history? Just describe to me and tell me of its importance.
Cut out. Did I get cut out?
No.
No?
Oh, okay.
Well. Hmm. No matter what, no matter how much warfare travel around the continent, no matter how many places he visit, how many school he teaching or works he's done, the most important place to him would be the 2-story buildings, which is relatively small compared to the income that the household have. Yeah, it was a place where he learned of his, learned of his, which learned of something that will later on inspire him to help others and pave the career path. It would be his house, the one where his parents used to live in.
Tell me more about this house. Where does Volfia spend most of his time?
Warfare wasn't exactly born with his current personality. He was not really that heartwarming nor that excessively kind to others. Compared to him now, the younger him would be a bit more nearing closer to emotionless and cold rather than being kind. But of course, as he grew, as he spent his time mostly, not really studying, but observing his parent works, his coldness in his personality continued to melt down little by little. He never really understood why his parents, with their compatibilities and capabilities, would works in helping others than doing something else like new inventions that keep being more unique and unique, such as a trend in Yag. His parents focused on helping others to improving quality of life, and the kitten never really understood it. But he still observed. He would, if his parents were home, would be spending more time in both of their workshop that are basically in the same room. He would look over his father's works, then switching over to his mother's works, and doing his cycle. And when he's not, when his parents not home, he would pick up books that his parent bought because they would kind of thought Warfare would be interested in their works. But actually, in actuality, Warfare was more interested in why they were going this far. When his parent passed away, he doesn't really know what to do. So he decided to follow his parents' path and learning more about why they help others so much. So, to answer your question, most of the time would be spent if his parents were home alongside them, and if not, then in the study.
So, who would like to make the second offering? You want?
I guess Golub died.
Nah, I'm thinking. Hold on, I'm thinking.
Guess I'll die.
Oh, fucking give me a second.
Let it cook. Let it cook.
I mean, cook. I need to think.
Too
Thinking
bad
not my
Echo's in
strong
here.
Fuck. I don't know.
Just be the in character. Just be
Speak from the
Dracula and go
heart.
in.
I'm
Speak from
trying to think as Dracula. I can't think. I cannot think.
Golub, not Golub. Dracula's walk up, slap him, and go a few times. Wake the fuck up.
I mean, that does sound like Dracula's. Just wake the fuck up, you son of a bitch! I still have lots of questions to ask you about that fucking bug.
The offering you would like to offer?
The
A
office
bunch
is
of
fist.
slaps.
I'm offering my fist to him, DM.
You may have my sword and my fist.
What a-
So I'm assuming that is what you're doing. Is that correct?
No, that was a joke.
his
That was
life
a
as
joke.
corpse. What? No.
It's gonna leave post mortis. About courage,
I
though.
honestly do not
Nash,
know
Nash. Courage,
Mm.
Nash, Nash.
Hold on, let Dracula's go first.
Alright.
this. No, I got nothing. Fuck. I got nothing.
Okay. Courage is gonna step over.
It just
Oh.
you give me a little bit more time to think.
Okay, I'll buy you 2 minutes.
Okay, someone else go before me then. Someone else go before me.
Courage is
Yeah,
gonna step
Courage
over.
going.
Yeah, Courage is gonna step over. He's gonna step over Mango's body and says, I think it's not time for you to go yet. There's still much more things that you have to do. Is that not why you sought out the master? I know. I don't believe that after traveling this far, dying once and now dying twice, this is the end of the road for you. So hurry up and get back. I really don't want to break the news to Sam. And if it's possible, I don't really have much of an offering, but I would like to charge him up a bit with bolstering magic, if that's possible.
All right. Make me a. You. I'll say you can add this to your roll. You don't add this to his roll.
Okay.
Uh. I will let you make me a one of these
Athletics,
two.
make a perception.
No. one of these two checks. Either Arcana or Medicine with advantage, and you can add your D3.
Okay, I'll take medicine. Oh, okay. $31.
Understood.
Mhm.
Volfia.
Mm-hmm.
Now could you just tell me what is outside of your parents? Or it could even be your parents. What's one person that stands out to you in your life?
Mm-hmm. Is that now in like any way, or does it have to like feel resonate with him or emotional connection?
Chef choice.
Chef choice. Oh wow. Hmm. Can I choose one, but also explain Scholar parents a bit?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. The first come to mind would be his mother. His mother is, well, some would call her a genius, and she could have like a very, very good career in innovations and the like if she followed the ladders of engineer and such. She was a bit calculative and a bit cold at first, but it eventually the coldness eventually got melted down by his father, who is, well, bright and warm, kind. With his work, they both fell in love to each other. But the one who stand out the most, even more so than his parents, after Warfare learned of it, and you guys gonna hit my answer for this, would be Show. After working with people and trying to help others, Scholar sensitiveness to the lack of empathy has risen quite significantly, and he can feel a lot of emotions or a lot of connections to people, even if they are stranger or just met for the first time. So, the one that, well, the misfit met was borderline crazy, dangerous, and, well, I guess I think that's like there's two words that describe him the best. But after defeating Show, the recording stone that Scholar found, the one that record his potentially countless experiments, countless quote-unquote loops in time that he experienced, and his desperation to go back to Aseth, go back to his daughter, left quite a deep mark in him. And you guys don't know this. After learning more about show from Darwin, Warfare Heart sank even more. For such a borderline crazy and super dangerous person, gotta still feel empathy and pity and all sorts of emotion for sure. For someone who could be on par with Darwin, or maybe even a little bit more, a genius, a mage, an incredible mage. No matter how many times he repeats this life of his, he still wants to go back to his daughter. So he feel a bit of connections, like he felt with his parent. So for my answer, it would be sure. Not the borderline crazy, not the incredible mage, or not the guy who wants to become a god, but the person who nearing endlessly, desperately to go back to his daughter again.
Thank you very much. Last but not least, who would like to offer up the final piece of offering?
You got this, Travelers.
I give so many minutes.
BRB.
Okay, BRB.
So the final offering, who would like to give it?
Gonna place a hand on Mango's chest and just gonna go. You kind of need you, Mango. In all honesty, I arguably you are one of the smartest ones in the group, and considering the group includes me, that's not a very high bar. But we kind of need your intellect in all of this. There are, I'm sure, loads of things that that you need to do in life. That's in your second life, apparently, that you haven't been able to do. So, we need you.
Could you just make me a straight persuasion check once you're done?
Right. And besides, we're still not entirely sure what that bug thing was that's attacked you. So it would be good to at least have some answers on that, and well, you're the best one to give us those answers. So, come on, get your ass up. We're gonna need you in the days to come.
There's no way. Holy
You guys
fuck.
are killing it. Holy shit.
Jesus Christ, I'm crying.
I love you guys.
Actually crying.
Damn.
With that final piece, Darius, you are casting the spell. What do you say?
As while I'm casting, or am I trying to assist in any way? Just checking.
No, you are casting a spell. Do you say anything as you cast the spell?
He will say, "Forgive me, Lord Nihisus, but I believe this soul's time is not over just yet."
Would you just roll me a wisdom check?
Yeah, wisdom
Uh,
check.
uh,
Oh, okay.
There's
Dirty
no
20.
way. Holy.
Dirty 20.
Uh,
Come on.
As the spell's incantation is finished, the diamond sips and inks into this this jet black color as it begins to slowly corrode and crack and shatter into dust. A moment goes by. A quiet moment goes by as the chests rise and fall once more.
He's alive. Ah,
He's
okay.
alive! He's alive!
Thank you, Darius.
Mm.
God, fucking damn
Courage
it.
turns to Courage turns and studies Darius's face.
It's obvious that he's very conflicted about it. He just doesn't know how to feel about this whole situation.
Courage is just gonna put a hand on his shoulder and says, "Hey, thanks for that. I knew that this was going to be quite hard on you, considering it might actually run counter to your beliefs. But thanks, you did. You helped us out a lot."
It is alright. Please, don't mention it.
I don't know. This is good thing. Still needs to honorable mention. Still need to be mentioned.
Oh,
And
I'm glad
don't-
that I was able to help.
don't don't worry about and if anything actually ever happens to you because of this, because you broke because you actually broke any kind of entity, whether or not you're working anathema to Jesus' beliefs, just let us know. We'll see what we can. We'll help out in any way we can.
Of course. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Okay, so is Scholar awake, or is he just breathing?
I believe the Revivify spell just puts you on 1 HP, right?
Okay.
So
That
conscious.
do you use the return from death rules, where he has -2 stats to all of his stats now?
No, I'll
Actually,
say
long-
I'll just say at the moment he has 2 exhaustion levels.
Alright. Guys, potions.
Rummage through my bag right now. I can heal also once Davrin comes back.
How are we even going to revive him?
Has like 1 minute been up?
I just look at Darius.
Has a minute been up?
Yeah, you are hitting the close to 1 minute mark soon.
Please tell me you have another diamond on you.
I do. Since we're already doing it, I will cast another Revivify and
Wait, I see
my
Seth
good
in
friend.
game. I see Seth in game, guys. This is not a real. I see Davin in game right now.
Right when we're about to revive.
Holy shit.
What a good timing.
He actually came
I
back.
know.
So Darius, what do you want to do?
She's going to like look at, just going to like side eye and look at Naja a bit, and then ask, for Revivify, he can Darius can target the specific soul, right? He won't actually like revive a bug by accident, right?
Hope not. Did you just make a joke? Oh, everything hurts.
Honestly, I'm not even sure whether that's an actual possibility. I have no idea how this revival magic works.
I mean, Darius has experience with death and stuff. He's a cleric of Nahisa, so he'll be fine. I hope. I just like open one eye and
I
look
hope.
at Darius.
He's already making a grave.
Oh,
Hello, Seth. Hi. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Seth!
Hello. Oh, we forgot that his Discord is wonky.
It takes a second. Just
Yeah,
it just
takes a
gives him a
second.
moment. Give him a moment.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Darius, correct of death and stuff. Okay.
That's my title. I'll take it. Yo, Casper will fine. My good friend.
I was so ready for Cell Girl's intervention, but
Intervention.
it not happening is worrying me even more.
Oh, Seth, can you hear us?
Hello? You're...
Yeah.
Is
no.
here?
Oh no.
If you're talking, we cannot hear you.
Yep.
Stefan.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
It's that time of day.
Mm-hmm.
God,
I feel like he's like restarting his laptop.
I still can't believe you
Okay.
guys rolled that good.
Mm-hmm.
2 not 20.
Just watch the next one.
You're gonna go downhill from here.
It's only gonna
No!
go
Please, no. Oh, no.
I don't think my persuasion is good. I don't think I can do it.
By the way, is the
Okay.
an
Actually,
option on
Everyone,
the
while
forgot.
Seth is booting up, think of your offerings for him now.
I have no idea what to offer him other than bugs.
That's actually that's
Yeah.
such a funny argument though. It's so funny. It's just
I
is that
mean, we are going to fix a
it's
mother
like his
of
children
bugs,
though.
so-
It's like you can say maybe like we're gonna take your bugs and fish them and like feed them to the fish, and then it will just make him so angry he will come back.
is there anyone not anyone anywhere on the sheet about exhaustion?
Yeah,
Oh,
there
you have
should be.
to unlock it.
Exhaustion.
Yeah.
You have to unlock it. Hold on. You
Under
go to
the
the cogwheel.
settings.
Uh-huh.
Go to the cogwheel and you should
Yes.
find exhaustion tracking.
Show exhaustion tracking, yeah. It's at the last column.
Last column.
Yeah,
I have it on,
At
but I can't
the-
find it.
at the bottom.
I need- Where is it?
here.
Where is it?
Oh,
yeah,
right
yeah.
Exhaustion
Wait.
tracking. I see it. I
Oh, because
see
I have
it.
it off. That's why I don't have it. I have it in Echo's character sheet.
Flashbang. White mode shaking my head.
There, it's
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
below ammo tracking, yeah. I prefer the light mode instead of the
Okay.
dark mode, guys.
How are you doing this?
I mean,
don't
she
understand.
works at like she used to it, so it's fine.
Yeah. Blue light glasses,
God.
bitches.
Oh shit! He came back.
Oh, actually, my dog is also like in white mode. I don't know why. Like I cannot set it to black. So it's also like
You're still
a flashbang.
Welcome back, Seth.
Hello, you're
Hello?
here.
We're running out of energy to greet you every time, man.
Please.
Oh yeah,
Yay.
that works.
There we
That works.
go.
Hello.
Wait,
Okay.
no, that's just my bird. Sorry.
That was Cap's bird.
So, welcome. Welcome, Seth.
I live, bitch, or maybe I'm dead. I don't actually know.
You are
Well, you're not alive just yet.
you are
Yay.
on the edge of the underworld.
But This is your first death, Devon. So
Just
let's
got
let's do it proper then.
Let's go.
Oh god, you guys are still trying to revive this old ass.
So can I ask for the first offering?
I'll roll over and just like tap Davrin's body, like, hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But
Here's my number.
You can call me, maybe.
Let me die! Let me die!
To come back from the dead, maybe?
but come back from the dead, maybe. Yeah. Shit. You know, when we talked, you and I were kind of kindred spirits.
What the-
You like checking out creatures, all that. I think you're a cool person, and
Jesus
that's
Christ.
saying a lot. You. That's a lot. That's a loud beep. Oh my god.
Yeah, who's
Yeah,
this
what the
all
fuck
this
Are
is all
those
of
loud?
that?
his bobs? His bugs are making those beeping sounds. Oh my god.
God, it's
Anyway,
me.
Yeah, that's you.
I don't even hear you.
anyway, Devrin, I think you and I will get along just fine, and it was great to see you how much, despite everything, you tried your best to keep everyone alive. And thank you for that. Yeah, I think we could be great friends. I would like to get to know you more. That's my offering.
Persuasion check.
Persuasion. Ah!
Understood.
You have used all your luck on Scholar.
Scholar.
With that, Devon. We describe a location that is very important to you.
Um, he, there really isn't a place for him anymore because of the way that things have been. So many things have changed. Everything that he's known is gone. And so the only place that he really thinks is important for him is the place that's right beside his grandkids, wherever that may be.
Could you elaborate on that?
Which part?
Why is being beside his grandkids that important?
When he was first thrown in to whatever dimension, whatever realm of existence that he was, he, him and his family, they tried their best to survive, but slowly one after one dwindled. And finally, when it came down to the last tree and they just barely survived thanks to the help of a Costa family, they came back only to find that so many years have passed that everything they knew was gone. And so they're all that's left for him.
Understood. Thank you very much. Who would like to offer the second offering?
Don't be shy, guys. Time's running out.
I know, I just don't know what to say for him.
Okay,
It's
okay,
just so much fun.
okay, Darius will say, what will he say?
Skill issue.
Davern, my, my dear friend, your mission is not over just yet. You were tasked to protect these people, and our mission is far from being over. Also, please do not make me deliver such grim news to your grandchildren. I really wish not to do so.
Yes, grandkids. Oh man.
Before I ask you to make a check for this offering, Darius, could you make me just a wisdom check? Actually, no, not a wisdom check. Can you make not a wisdom check? Not a wisdom check. Could you make me an insight check on yourself?
Oh.
No.
Just in
Oh.
yourself.
Oh,
This is the second fallen individual that you are tasked with bringing back. Throughout your journeys, you have never meddled with such cycles, such important cycles of life. This is new. This is confliction. This goes against the teaching. This goes against the laws that has been in place. Why is this guy an exception to you? Convince yourself.
oh god, oh no.
Oh no.
I think like what's going on in his head right now is that like he never done such rituals before, but he just tries to think back when he used to travel around this continent pretty much by himself, doing all these grim, this death related rituals that are just he was all by himself, but at one point he just by fate stumbled into Feywild and he was shown kindness and just like maybe like just like that feel maybe like of like festivities, even just being in like a community of these druidic people, that he just developed a connection to them and he just personally does not want to have probably one of his first friends to pass away this way.
Quite a conundrum, isn't it?
It is.
Friendship, newfound friendship, and duty. What to choose? Either way, please roll me your persuasion check. Stood. Devon. In this moment, could you describe and go into detail, if you must, an individual in your lifetime that you hold great importance to? It could be your grandchildren, it could be someone else. If possible, someone outside your grandchildren.
Going back and thinking about it, the first person that would come to his mind is Evelyn, his wife, a great many centuries, as they grew up together, grew old together, had children together, raised their grandchildren together. Nothing could compare to the amount of happiness he felt with her and the sorrow that he felt when she died in his arms.
And what do you do? What did you do during the passing?
He lost himself in the obsessions that he had with the past that he kept hidden away because he didn't want them to negatively impact his family. But when he lost her, he had a cycle flooding happened, and he found that he couldn't care anymore. And that's what caused his family to go with him to this other plane of dimension, and what ultimately led to him losing even more of his family.
Thank you. The final offering. Who's stepping up for the plate?
Well,
Any takers?
I already said my piece.
Darius has already said their piece. Scholar's also down and out. Is Scholar down and out for the count?
Like not unconscious, but it's like super weak.
Okay. Draculus, you got any ideas? Is Draculus there?
Matt, you there?
Matt? I guess
Well,
Matt.
Uh-oh.
well,
Matt.
I guess it's correct. I guess.
The thing about this is that he actually doesn't know Devrin a lot.
And
Doesn't know
the same
Devrin.
goes for the party.
he was here
Well,
for
I
3
guess
hours, then died.
I guess I guess I could I'm going to ask Darius, just to ask, do only do small creatures also have souls?
Whose Discord keeps on popping off?
Seth.
Yes, Steph's.
Mine, holy shit, what the fuck's going on?
I think it's your mic, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
might
your
just
mic.
pick up the sound.
Your mic
That is
picking out everything.
right.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be anything that's
Maybe
Yeah,
you
your
have the wrong mic.
Yeah, your Discord is loud, but your voice is so soft.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like the
yeah.
notifications.
Oh my god!
Ah.
Maybe we should have told him soon.
Okay, I'm going to ask Darius. Do smaller creatures like bugs have souls?
I mean, believe everything living does have a soul.
Everything does have a soul, right? And they all died relatively recently, right? I actually don't know I'm going. This is a gamble, and I really don't know whether or not this is going to work. But I don't know this guy very well, but I
Mm.
guess his pets do. Then after that,
Oh my god, this is good.
then after that, I am going to use. Can I even use this?
You tell me what you're going to use, and I'll tell you.
I am going to try to parley with. I'm going to try to talk to his bugs, the soul of his bugs that all perished during the encounter, to guide his soul back to where it belongs. Cause they do owe him for the sustenance that he brings. He is their
Oh my god.
their master after all.
Honey.
It's
All
like,
right. Could you tell me what you say to the bugs? Well, the bodies of, if there you don't know where the bodies of the bugs are because field of red flowers, but you
to be
speak
fair,
out loud.
if you shake him and if you see them all falling out, you can kind of tell where they are.
That's fair.
There's probably
Yeah.
there's also
But-
probably a tornado of them since he did cast Insect Click.
Yeah.
So, speak your mind.
I
Sorry?
speak to the hive and I speak to the swarm that that has tied their destiny to this person. Your master is now dead and we seek to revive him. If please offer us strength and offer him your guidance back to the land of living so that he may continue to give your hive, your remnants of your hive, and your descendants that follows another bountiful harvest. Please bring him back to us. And
Make
I'm
me
going to
a-
use my I'm just gonna like use same old bolstering magic as well.
Make me an animal handling check.
Good God.
Animal handling.
Okay. Animal handling.
Yep.
Yep.
No.
You wanna roll your D3?
I'll
Fuck
roll
it,
my
use
D3.
party inspiration, fuck it.
Nah, I'll just roll my 1d3 plus 1, and I'll use Fortune of the Many plus another 3.
Jeez.
16, 19.
Yep.
That's
I
pretty
really
cool.
want this old man.
Understood. And
We
with
need
that,
our funny old man back.
Imagine a chain, him getting yanked back into his body with a chain of dead insect souls.
His soul gonna get combined with all the bugs.
He's gonna be chilling in heaven, then suddenly bugs start swarming all
Heaven.
over him. Help!
Feed us, father.
I don't wanna go back.
He's chilling with the bug god.
so Darius, you're casting the spell. Even though you have offered your peace to Tem to bring Devon back, do you say anything else as you finish casting the spell, or as you're casting the spell?
I think he will be silent in this moment. Just seeing if it works or not.
Very well. Could you roll me a wisdom check, please?
Okay, give me a moment. My character sheet is loading. So I have to wait for a little. Oh no, page unresponsive.
Start complaining. Start complaining.
Roll 20. Why you always be like this?
Your
Classic
dice
roll
suck,
20.
Lita.
What?
Okay, give me just a moment.
If we all collectively
Complain.
Yeah, complain.
You
It might
suck!
Wait, page unresponsive again. Okay, let me try to
You'll
continue.
never be foundry, roll 20.
Look, I
Foundry
said,
also lags like crazy.
I said,
Your cookies.
look, I said complain, not insult.
You suck!
No, he's already dead. Stop it.
Fine line.
Like, well, roll 20 or die, Dave.
Okay, please give it a
Both.
second.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Duh.
DC set.
No.
Actually, if that's the case, Neko, maybe you should have. Do you have a dice bot here?
No, I don't.
Maybe you should install one here just in case.
It's possible. Can install Avery.
I don't think it's a good
fine.
idea.
Later I can just roll in real life and take a picture.
I mean, I can. I
can.
can. If I know my
Actually,
dice.
actually go for
I
it.
know we're using my phone. Actually, I'm using my phone as well, so I can just like turn on the
Hear the
camera.
sound? Oh.
Oh,
Oh, you mean like a dice board? Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, we did do that for another campaign. We could do that.
Like Avery or something.
Yeah.
Avery. I think Dice Maiden's pretty decent too.
Or you can just
Think
like
so.
roll on the chat, right?
It just doesn't load.
Oh, wait,
It's
no.
roll 20
Roll
doesn't
20
load.
doesn't load.
It's wait, hold on, let me see.
We
Let me
just
see.
need to
It might
keep
have shown.
complaining.
It's adorable. What's
Shaking
happening?
my head.
So
Roll
real.
20. Yeah.
The
Come
dice
on,
tells a
okay.
story, and the internet connection tells a story as well.
Yes, yes, it does.
It making us fall
It's
into
all
a
connected.
suspense.
Did I literally come in right in time for you guys trying to revive him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Actually-
We revived the
Oh,
scholar
okay.
first.
Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try one more time, and then I'm gonna give up.
Yeah, how
Oh,
was
the-
dinner,
this-
Seth?
Yeah.
How was dinner?
That was pretty decent. We had like some sushi and stuff.
Hold up.
Sushi.
Before you continue, let me pause the recording and alright. Please roll your wisdom check.
Fuck it. Party
Maybe
inspiration.
yeah, I would like to. Is that okay?
Yeah, go for
It's
it.
okay.
We
Well,
get
does
two,
the
right?
DM allow it?
Mr. DM, do you allow this?
We get two
part-
from the recap, right?
Yeah, party inspiration is yours, not mine.
Okay, so we can use it anytime, I guess. If that's the case.
Okay.
Ew.
It's better.
Forget again.
Nah.
what is success with complications?
Do I come back as a storm of bugs?
Nobody's gonna infuse with the bugs. You're
I'll-
gonna find
I'll-
bugs now.
I kind of want to go for it.
I'll say you can't do success with complications. for
Okay,
this.
Ah.
okay.
Damn you! I want to come
This-
back as Bug Grandpa.
No, the
Bugman.
the
Would you
bugs
like
bring
to
the soul.
see-
The bugs bring the soul of their queen into Devrin instead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keep gambling. Go for it.
Oh, do I just continue using party inspiration?
Yes, last
It's
one.
the last one. Would you like to?
God, dude, this session
Guys.
barely started.
Do I go for it? Do I
Go
go
for
for
it. Go for it. Keep gambling.
Up to you, man. Up to you.
You're gonna
Wait,
win big
50.
this time.
I need party's permission. I don't want to use
Do it.
party's
I don't know.
resource.
Yeah, use it.
Okay.
50 should be enough, but
Fuck.
yeah, 50 should be enough.
Yep, no.
Oh,
I
that's
think it was fine.
Phone is really.
This is
Oh,
the
that one-
conflicted.
Uh,
That's a conflicted cleric for you. He's too conflicted. It doesn't
Yeah.
work.
It's
Trick of
fine.
death and
Nice.
stuff.
The dice are telling a story, guys. The
Yeah,
dice
yeah.
are telling a story.
Let me die.
The bugs are not enough.
Let my babies eat my corpse.
So
You don't have any babies left.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
They're all dead.
You don't know that.
I don't
What
think they
kind
can
of a bug?
survive. Yeah, I don't think they can survive that.
Yeah.
It was like
I have
80
wished-
something damage.
Put a
yeah,
cockroach
You don't know
through
that.
Yeah, we find like a bug that's still alive inside there. That bug has like what 100 and something HP.
Oh God.
I have lived
It's the BBEG.
in disguise.
One fly.
The goal.
Kill him.
It's
So-
related.
So,
Anyway, continue, please.
Devrin. Where does your mind go right now in your state of unconsciousness? Well, you're not really unconscious. You
Yeah.
are. Well, it kind of is unconscious. It's a gray area. But where does your mind? What images form for you?
It with last that he knows that he'd seen. Actually, can he form images in his head, or is he just going? Huh? Huh? He is at one intelligence and all that.
I mean, right now, even though you are at 1 intelligence, you still, yes, you still are able to, recollect a few things.
Honestly, at this very moment, even as he's dying and all that, all he can really think of is, oh God, I hope they're all right. That's it. That's all he can think of. That's all he cares about.
As right now, this moment is frozen for a while. You see yourself standing before everyone else, even though your mind is unable to process what they are doing.
Mhm.
We'll come back to you in a bit. Darius, as you cast the spell, same thing. The diamond starts to be inked in this inky blackness, jet black, if you will. And it begins to corrode. Quicker than the previous one, but not by too much. As the diamond in your hand crumbles into dust, and left with your hands on the body of Devon, your friend. Passes. Another moment passes. Another moment passes.
Did it work?
As we cut back to you, Devon, you hear the sound of footsteps coming towards you. You see this tall individual, short, straight, black hair, almost like the blackest of black. Yellow eyes, pale skin, wearing a very formal looking attire. Sharp facial features, almost like a butler of sorts, as he approaches you and kneels down towards you and says, "As you can see, sir, you have unfortunately passed." As he extends his hand out and says, "Now, would you please accompany me to Nohisis' domain?"
Who the fuck are you?
I am a herald of Nohisis. I assist him in this dire time. And you have passed. If you wish to remain in this realm as a wandering soul with no purpose, then that is your wish. But I do ask if you would return with me to Nohisis' realm.
So you're saying if I reject you, I just exist as a ghost?
An aimless one, yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
You have someone waiting for you there.
Nah. No one's gonna wait for someone like me. But it's okay. And... Oh god, did he not get me back up? Oh shit, that's not good.
Before you make your decision, as he sort of gets up and dusts himself off, as you see his gateway open up. You see past that gateway your dearly departed wife. And she's waving at you. You can see she is in nice, clean clothes. Yes, she looks very well taken care of.
First time in a long time, his eyes soften, his features, his facial expression like mellows out, and the erratic behavior seems to dim down just a little.
Well, either there's no such thing as reincarnation, or you've been waiting centuries just for me?
She looks at you with the same loving eyes as the last you saw her, and she nods. And she says, "Well, I can't go without you, you old fool."
Well, sorry, honey buns, but I'm gonna have to say, well, I always did say that I wouldn't dive into the big 500. And if there's anything I can even try to do as a nameless ghost, maybe I can find a way to help him. But in any case, well, and if I can't come back here to find you, that's alright. You can go on. You can find a better life to live. But I made a promise to someone, and no matter what, I'm not gonna give up. You know me.
She smiles as you see her step through into this, whatever the state of the realm is.
God, you can do that?
And she takes your hand and she says, "Then let us be together forever."
Honey, you'll not find much better life there. I'm just gonna keep wandering, and I'll see if I can try to do something to help him. You need a rest. Done so much.
And let you take all the fun with you? I wouldn't dream of it.
God. I Oh, oh, you're so silly. All the fun I ever had, well, most of it was with you.
She sort of pulls your cheek and says, "Then let us have an eternity of fun together."
Well, it's by your side. So, well, I guess you got your answer then, great old Harold. Sorry, but no, I'm not really. I don't know if I can actually do anything back in the material plane like this, but I'm gonna fucking try. I'm gonna try and make sure that these people are a-okay until Mr. Facasta and his friend comes back. That's what I promised.
The individual kneels down and nods as he places a hand on both you and your wife's shoulder, and nods and smiles and says, "I understand. I'll inform Lord Noesis about the choice, and I'm sure he will respect it. We will be watching over you. Don't get into too much trouble."
It's been 48 hours since I got with these folk, and I've been in more trouble than I have been in the past 450 years. Well, okay, 250 years. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Good kid. As he sort of gets up and walks through this gateway. As the gateway closes, you're left there in this ethereal plane with your wife. As slowly your memory starts to fade away, you begin to lose, firstly, your purpose, your goals, your your wants, your needs, your desires. Lose all of those. Anything. You have your name. You know that this is your wife. You know her name. That's all that matters right now, right?
No. That's what will be, but all that matters.
As we cut
But
back.
go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
carry on. No, you said but. But what?
But he, in 450 years of his life, he has never broken a promise, and he's not going to start now.
And you may try to maintain that promise till you lose whatever's left of yourself. We cut back to the rest of the party. You have been waiting for well over 5 minutes. Nothing has changed. You just see nothing but a peaceful smile on this senile old man's face.
I don't think he's coming back, Darius. It usually doesn't take this long, right?
I guess I can feel that he's dead, but he's not coming back.
You understand the implications. You understand that he is either unwilling or the separation has just been long enough for the spell to lose its hold. You understand that he is either in the great halls of Nohesis' realm, enjoying a blissful life, or he could be wandering around as a aimless soul. But with all that, what you know is Devon is gone.
I think Darius will be silent throughout this time, and when he realizes that, he just shakes his head, but still kind of remains silent.
So that's it then? No way to bring him back?
I'm so sorry, Darius.
Well, there are ways to bring him back, so I've already done enough to defy Lord Nahisis' rules.
Well, if the old
Yeah.
man doesn't want to come back, then that's his choice.
Right. Then
I just wish that, yeah, I just wish that we could have gotten to know him a bit more, crazy as he may be.
then after that, there's only one thing else left to do. We gotta bring him back to find his family, get a funeral going.
Where is his family anyway?
There is. You're the one that traveled with him. Do you have any leads?
I assume I would know that. Do I know that? I guess I do.
They're currently in the Feywild helping Qatar and Echo.
That's not
Well,
well, Well, I don't really know where they are exactly at the moment. I believe they're busy with assisting Mr. Qatar and that strange
Then
Triton man. Just like shakes his head.
then if that's the case, can you preserve the body long enough so that we can prepare for the send off?
Of course.
Mm.
Please consider this done.
So we just do what we can.
That. Where does the misfits go?
I would like to go back to Yark. If that's okay. I mean, Callus, he said a lot of stuff, but I just need to hear it from my auntie's mouth, to see it with my own eyes, if what he said were really lies. And while we're there, I think we can take a rest also, I guess. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, considering the fact that we've been through, probably for the best that we do take a rest.
Okay. Right, here, I take out this scroll of teleport and ask everyone to gather around. Alright. To Yark we go.
Tiak.
To Yark we go.
And
I
will
cast
hold.
teleport.
I will hold Naja's hand out, her free hands.
Yay.
As the spell happens, with a swirl and a gust of a strong breeze that circles around the group of you. Naja, could you tell me what's the last thing you see before you appear in Yark?
The last thing I see in the field of flowers,
Yes.
I see the red spider lilies, the ones that used to be white. The sun probably setting off in the sea, and the stone, um, the stone altar where Naja had found her ex-lover's letter. The same altar that brought the misfits to that extra dimensional plane. For now, it's a bad memory for her, and she wants to be away from this place as soon as possible.
With that image of the red flowers that you see before you, your mind subconsciously goes into work mode, trying to understand the symbol behind all this. Behind red, white spider lilies turning red, symbolize transformation, symbolizing death and rebirth, memories and farewells. Most of all, most importantly, the afterlife. And as you're wished away, sent to York, where would you like to be?
Naja would like to be in front of her house.
Is it
we're here already?
It's a teleport spell, instantaneous.
As soon as we land, get a hold of our bearings, realize that we're in front of my house, Naja will muster all of her strength to go to the door and knock. Auntie? Auntie? Are you in here?
You see the door opens as a exhausted looking woman opens it. You recognize this woman. You
No.
recognize her through your whole lifetime. And she looks at you with a look of unfamiliarity. As she looks at you and says, I'm sorry, can I help you all?
Auntie, you're joking, right? It's me, Naja.
You can see she has a sort of defensive sort of reaction to that, and she says, I'm sorry, you must be mistaken. I don't know you.
No, this can't be happening. Uh, the photos. I have photos there with all of my cousins, with all of your sons. Uh, Isaac. Who else? I list down the name of my cousins, which happen to be her sons, and yeah.
If you were in any of those pictures, I think I would recognize you, but I'm sorry, I don't.
What do you mean? You're you're Izia Sahasra Cromwell, right?
Yes.
And I'm Naja Sahasra. I am your niece.
I'm sorry, I
You
don't
you
think.
raised me from when I was a baby.
Sorry, I don't. I think you have me mistaken. I've only ever raised my boys, and I don't remember raising someone such as yourself.
This has to be a mistake. Oh, the does hang on, I will cast detect magic
No magic
as an
here.
act of desperation.
I will in that case go to and go. Excuse me, ma'am. What Naja is saying is the truth. Your husband, he is missing, correct?
Yes, and I have informed the officials already, and they are performing a thorough search around the city and have sent word out, I assume, to other kingdoms of his disappearance.
Yes. Naja has been, and we have been looking for him as well. The main reason is because Naja has been raised by you and your husband and your sons.
You can see she's starting to get like frustrated with this, as you can see a little bit of you can see her eyebrows furrow a little bit as she says, I mean no offense, but I apologize, but I really don't know this individual here.
Does
I can tell you my life
chocolate
story. I can tell you my life story, and I can guarantee you I have not met this individual before.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt something. Does
What do you have in mind?
chocolate covered raisins mean anything to you?
No.
Beef soup?
Shakes her head.
No, this can't be happening. Well, I'm sorry for wasting your time, ma'am. It's clearly we've made a mistake. Thank you anyway.
I hope you find who you're looking for.
I hope you do too. I hope I do too.
And she closes the door.
As soon as the door shuts, arms around Naja, just trying to comfort her.
So what Cal said is real? What the fuck am I then? Who the fuck am I?
You're you. You're Naja. Last name doesn't mean a thing. You are Naja. As long as those memories of the people that you love and the people that you have raised you are still in your head, you're still Naja.
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what I am now. Is any of this real? Are you guys real?
I'm
Did
gonna
did
take
anything?
I'm gonna hold Naja's face and just go. I am real. We are real.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Just Callus just messed me up real bad. I don't know. I think we just need to rest now.
Do well.
Lean in, give her a forehead kiss.
I assume you folks look for the closest tavern that you can find.
Yep.
Yes.
Find the closest tavern. Pay for rooms. The day is still bright and early. It's about mid-afternoon. You have a lot of time, but you're exhausted. All of you. After what you've went through, you are exhausted. Down to the bones. Physically, emotionally, mentally, everything.
It's still early in the morning, right?
It is mid-afternoon.
Or mid-afternoon. All right. Yeah, you guys go get food. You guys go get a room and go get some rest. I'll go see if I can grab a bit of food and buy it back. At the very least, gotta after that kind of excitement, at the very least, we should get something to prepare to fill our bellies. Everybody okay? Wait, who's holding on to Davrin's body?
Did we bring Davron's body with us?
Yes.
We
I hope
totally
we
no,
did.
we
I hope
did.
we
We did.
did.
No, we
Yes,
did.
yes.
Totally,
Yeah.
we did.
Yes,
We
yes,
cut to
yes.
his body being eaten by the flies.
There are no flies left.
The
Everyone's
flies in the ark.
everybody, all of your fallen has been brought with you.
Okay.
To the
Darius,
bag of holding he goes.
Darius, are you alright?
Yes, of course. I'm fine.
No, I said like you have enough energy to actually bring him to a morgue, or are we just carrying him with us in that? After that, it's like, is he really in the bag of holding?
You can probably fit, honestly.
This is so disrespectful. I know I feel about this.
He weighs 45 pounds.
Look,
At least
look.
like cover him up with like cloths or something. Don't like toss him in a bag.
Look, how
Oh
does
my
how,
god.
how does Darius handle these kind of things? He has transported a corpse before, right?
No, usually it's on-site burial.
I guess you have to disrespect him then.
Oh no, Weekend at Bernie's.
No. No.
No.
Weekend at Davies, yeah.
What is
Oh.
even
Feel free to
happening?
loot him, by the way. I'm gonna give you all his stuff.
Oh, diamonds!
He has a lot of diamonds. He never got to use them.
Are you sure the diamonds are not just bugs?
Ooh, diamond. They just swarm you.
So, outside
Okay.
of all this logistics, Courage, what are you
Yes.
doing?
I just I can look at I look at Naja and I am quite I am kind of wondering about this entire thing of why would the aunt not remember her, but then we still remember her. So multiple kind of like thoughts are kind of like in my head, but then he is quite tired. He uh he will tell Draculus and Naja and the half-dead scholar to go get a bit of extra rooms, and he'll go buy some food before he actually comes back, and also get some rest. And also accompany Darius to put Devrin into a proper morgue, unless he wants to continue carrying him around.
Courage, could you do me a favor? Could
Yeah,
you roll me an insight check on yourself?
all right. Okay. 10.
Why are you doing all this?
Hmm?
Why are you doing all this? What is the purpose of all this?
Like when you ask that, it's like, well, because it has to be done. Like there is, even though everybody's tired, everybody's back, the dead needs their proper due, and the living needs to their time to process all this. It is standard. It is standard procedure, and it's the duty of those that came back to make sure things get in their proper place. Wait, duty? What duty?
Do you regret not being able to bring back the bodies of those that you lost?
Hmm.
Do you think about them? Do you see
Mhm.
them?
He doesn't quite see proper faces, but he does see like in the back of his head like hazy like silhouettes, and he can hear like the rough voices. It's like dude, when he looks at them, they look very murky. But then after that, it's like he does hear like the voices of them all calling him like boss, leader, captain, and such. And the more he listens to it, the more he's like, yeah, this is something that should be done for those that still are alive and for those that have fallen.
Do you think you are in some way doing this for yourself as well?
Of course, as somebody that came back from this, closure is necessary.
Will it be enough? That's yet to be seen.
It may not be enough, but still it has to be done. Every little bit counts.
There's people that you speak of. There's people that you can faintly hear their
Mhm.
muffled and distorted voice of.
Mhm.
Do you think they are saluting you? They are applauding you? Or are they cheering you? Are they showing disdain towards you?
He kind tell. They're definitely not saluting him, but they don't look very much like a proper military group, but it feels more like those kind of gangs where uh they feel more like a ragtag group, like a gang of looks more like a gang of hooligans more than an actual like proper unit. But it's not they don't look out of disdain. They don't look um they don't look they don't look like they are jeering him. They just look more like they do respect and cheer for courage in the kind of like really rough and tumble sort of way. Yeah. This is some
And
this is the burden of the living. We have to carry on for those that have fallen.
and through this and in this journey you continue marching.
Mhm,
You are both blessed and cursed with the gift of life.
mhm.
If anything, not the gift of life, the gift of being a survivor.
Some call it a blessing, some call it a curse.
The Stockholm syndrome, if you will.
I wouldn't call it that, but
And
Survivor's guilt.
all that,
uh,
a bit of here, a bit of there.
it's something that's in the depth of courageous minds does come back to him, and it's that the living should carry on with the wishes of the fallen on their backs, and when it's for them to fall, then the living then will carry on their torch, no matter what.
Live.
Yes.
So much burden. As you go to get
Every
food.
day. Yep. Courageous back is very, very wide, and he is very tough. But sometimes the load itself is very heavy.
Yeah.
With that, you head off to get food and
Mhm.
accompany Darius to find a morgue to at least preserve the body of Davrin for the coming times, so as to allow his immediate family members to pay their respects and bid their farewells to their long past loved one.
So Darius, what are we gonna do with all the bugs?
What did you just wait? What? Can you repeat that?
No. So Darius, I mean, like he is wearing all his gear, right? Then doesn't that mean his
Oh,
cloak
the
is full of bugs? Are we
oh
gonna?
the
How are
book.
we gonna? Yeah. How are we gonna clean all of that? What are we gonna do with that?
I mean, I assume it would be better to keep his. He did refer to them as children, so I assume it would be better to keep them with him
Yeah,
in
but then
such procedure.
yeah, but if you're gonna move him from like wherever you're holding him to the morgue, it's like won't a lot of them fall out? Like, what are we gonna do about do you have any way to clean it? Because I sure don't.
Um, I believe I don't quite have something that could help with that.
All right. That's just as long as we actually have our bases covered. Are you holding up all right?
Yes, of course, I'm doing perfectly fine.
Insight check.
Let's go.
Yeah, not the inside check. I wouldn't even hide it. Yeah, I'm not hiding it.
Hmm.
He's not okay.
No. He so Darius is so how does Darius look now? Lita?
I'm thinking about this.
Alright.
He would so he would usually see him with like a gentle smile, but now it's kind of just cold and emotionless even.
That
It doesn't depict it almost doesn't depict anything, which is just so odd. It looks so like a natural.
does he look very tired?
He does. I mean, actually, he always kind of looks tired, but I would say no. It doesn't show.
Doesn't show.
It's so cold and emotionless. It's just odd to even look at.
Mm. Something's definitely eating you. Is it? Penny, for your thoughts? Are you still conflicted about trying to revive? Bringing back the two?
I mean, yes, of course, it's still on my mind. It's just today has been, I guess, a lot of new experiences.
Mm,
You could say
there was.
it's strange because usually in these procedures, I don't feel anything towards those who has passed. It's just distant. I'm just, how do you even say it? It's just like doing my duties as a priest of Nehesis, but now it's just, I guess I just start to understand what it's like to
Is
lose
this
someone who you have a connection to.
is this the first time you're burying a friend?
Yes.
The other day, Carrie just kind of like just taps me on the shoulder. It's like it's rough. It's definitely it's gonna be rough. Just if you need anything, just feel free to just talk it out. It's it's never easy doing this kind of thing.
You're right, Mr. Courage. Thank you for your kind words. It means a lot.
I mean, to be fair, I have to be. I did somehow convince you to almost commit anathema to your beliefs, so I do believe that this is only right. Again, I apologize for that, and
No, it is fine. I
am definitely grateful for all your help.
mean, you and Miss Naja did certainly convince me to commit such a ritual, but it was still my decision that I made there. So please don't take the blame onto yourself. It was my choice and my choice only.
And as for you, don't need to handle the burden of it alone. I mean, all of us are all in this together, aren't we?
Well, I believe that's true.
No. I never really got to talk. I never really got to interact with the old man, but from what I actually can tell, he was a good guy. Very weird, with a very big family. But yeah, how was you know him longer than us? What was he like?
Well, you've seen him. He might act a little crazy at times, but he's very kind in heart.
Yeah. I hope that at the very least that kind of kindness will be rewarded. If it's not at the end of his life, but then maybe his next one. Well, seems like we are almost here. Yeah. Do you need anything to eat? Anything to drink?
Oh no, thank you. I'm all right.
No, it's
Please
like
don't worry about me.
I mean, I'm getting it for everybody, so there's no. I am getting food for everybody, so it's I mean, since you're here, might as well get ask preferences on your end.
I usually don't have much preferences, so please choose up to your own opinion.
If you don't want, I can always go get the Ducken, but I'll go take a look at what else is there. Meanwhile, is the morgue nearby?
Morgue wise, it's not the most furthest thing away. But it will take you a bit. It is more closer to the upper side of the upper city. So yeah.
Probably near the university where students will dissect bodies.
Oh my god. Dark as well.
No. It's probably like
I mean, if it has a medical.
Yeah.
it's probably like one of the buildings here.
Okay.
Wait, which buildings? Sorry, I'm actually getting assaulted right now.
One of the few buildings here is a morgue.
Okay. So
And
do we just make?
you guys, if you guys are making your way up there, you can.
All right.
As you turn in Devon's body to the morgue to allow them, what are your requests for the body? To be preserved to a certain point, or would you like to bury them here in Yacht?
We there should we give how long does your spell last?
For 10 days.
10 days, right? Uh give wait a week? Wait maybe 10 days for burial to see if whether or not any like any family would like to visit him. Then after that bury him here. Does that sound good?
Yes, of course, we can go with such a line
This
of
is-
actions.
His family is not here, so it's a bit I'm not entirely too sure whether or not we're gonna need to bury him here, but then again we don't know where they are, so
I can try contacting them, but I think if I remember correctly, they're in quite an important mission. I'm not sure about the timing of delivering such grim news to them.
that's true, but then after that we're on a time limit here, so max we probably can go for is like 11 days. I guess. Let's go with that.
Can it be recast multiple times?
Sorry?
Can it be recast multiple times?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. If I'm not
Yeah.
wrong, you can. Let me double check.
Just keep
this.
spamming it.
Yeah.
I think you can keep spamming it, but then that means it's like every 10 days you need to come back here and actually go cast it, unless they have a cleric on hand.
No, they have. That's why
Okay.
there's a
They have a
request.
clerk.
Okay.
Okay. So they have a
Yeah.
clerk. Nice.
Okay, so I guess if that's the case, then that lengthens thing up for maybe a month. Keep him here a month. If nobody comes to claim him, after that, bury him here. With every honor as a hero. And every honor as a hero should get.
All right, let's go for this line of action, and then I will contact his family and see if they have other thoughts on such matter.
That you continue on your day looking for food for the rest of the party members back in the tavern. I just want to ask, what's everybody doing in tavern right now?
No, I just rolled up on the bed, fetal position, facing the wall. And she would turn to Dracolis and say, Do you still have the doorknob, Draculus? Oh no, Matt's not here.
Sorry, just realised I was muted. I had to deal with a cat.
Okay.
Just realised.
Okay.
I should have it. Hold on, just give me a moment. I just go rummaging through his stuff. I don't think I got rid of it after the whole situation with my dad. So here we go. It just pulls out the doorknob.
All right. Naja will lay a hand on it.
It says the same thing, except instead of Naja Sahasra, it's just Naja.
All right then. And he turns to face the wall again.
Just Jackless is just gonna stay beside her, just trying to comfort her the best he can. Fortunately,
And
he is dumbass and don't know how to do that. Don't know how to comfort.
It's all right. Just having you here is more than enough.
No.
Does that mean Alice really was my dad, huh?
Seems like it. Though considering his moniker, the Great Deceiver, now actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Not so. Not really a good look for me, huh?
Why? Why would it not be a good look for you?
I mean, I don't know what I am. Apparently my father is some evil being. Well, he didn't used to be evil, but still.
Corrupted, probably would be the better term.
But why? Why would he create me? There's still so much questions left unanswered, and we didn't get those answers. It's just killing him. I thought it would be liberating, but I show Dracula's the marks of the snakes on my hand. Like, I don't know what this means. Am I bound to him forever? Is he still alive?
I'm going to place my hands on Naja's wrists, on the serpents. Just kind of like trying to cover them as best as possible. Just go. Naja, you have spent most of your life since I've known you worried about your connection with Nahesis. This could just be another farewell gift, quote unquote. But the most important thing is that you are not bound by him. You are not just Naja, daughter of Nahesis.
Yes.
Cats, sorry, daughter of Callus. Sorry, my bad. You are Naja, the smartest, sweetest, and so many other descriptors. Being the daughter of a corrupted deity does not have to be your biggest attribute. It is just one small thing.
Right. Yeah. And Naja will just keep on turn to the wall again.
Ja, could you roll me an insight check on yourself?
Ooh, let's go. Where's my insight? Oh, a 12.
How long are you going to keep lying yourself?
As long as it would take for her to forget the pain that she's been through, the pain of her family just forgetting her, the pain of knowing that she's the daughter of Callus. Probably, I don't know, still keep on searching for answers because that's what she does. She's a librarian. She seeks knowledge and she wants to know more about herself. But until then, until that pain still lingers, she would keep lying to herself. She would tell herself that she's a Sahasra. She belongs with her family there, I guess.
That
Well, doesn't
makes
fall too far from the tree down, does it?
Seems like it. But she does not want to be defined by what Callus is. As Dracula said, she's grown into her own self. She's she's the Naja that every one of the misfits knows.
there is another option.
What is it?
Draculus is just gonna take out the silver scale, open up Naja's hand, and place it on her palm.
What is
There's always
why?
one place. There's always one family that accepts anybody who has lost a parent or who has lost family.
The refuge? I I well now that Alice is gone, then I guess I guess that would be good. Yeah.
Is it good? Or are you still lying to yourself?
Naja feels conflicted right now. She's battling in her mind that, yeah, while it would be good to stay in the refuge with Draculus and the misfits, and just in case, oh, not the misfits, but the kids, just in case they couldn't find Argenta, there's that option. But they still have the promise of going around together, exploring the world, seeing it around. And what if
It doesn't have to be an official adoption by Argenta or the rest of the refuge. It could always just be Naja, child of Argenta.
are you if I'm Argenta's child, wouldn't that make our relationship a bit weird?
No, I think so.
I I have to teach you about certain relationship decorums, but it almost sounds as if you're proposing to me. If you want me to live by your side forever.
I believe that we already made a promise that we would if we ever do manage to find Argenta. And I'd admit I'm not too familiar with relationship decorums.
In Naja's mind, she's thinking if this is real or if this is fake.
Naja. If it's a. Oh, Malcolm, will you stop that? Naja.
This room is occupied. We're having a moment here.
Naja. We are always going to be there for you. And that's never going to change. So, if what I'm saying sounds like a proposal, screw it. Yeah, it would be a proposal.
Naja's just sitting there, stunned and silent as he's trying to process everything.
No more penny for your thoughts. Remember the vision you saw in the mountains, Naja?
For now, I think that has been averted. Yeah. The vision of, who's this? Sylvanus, and seeing Callus burning everything around him, and seeing the Misfits dead, Dracula's head on a stake. Right now, at least that vision isn't real. Right?
May not be real now, but right now you're victorious. Only the winners get to say what happened, or determine what the future may be. But hard to pave a road when you can't see too much far ahead. Now can it?
True. But as everyone had reminded me before, I don't think I'm alone in this. I have other eyes and other ears to help me see through the darkness.
Then I'll leave you with your thoughts.
And Naja will just embrace Draculus and cry into his shoulder.
We cut away from that as we go to Scholar. It's the Volunteer Alphonse.
Mm-hmm.
Man who abandoned his name, abandoned everything he has in the Ark, who set out to make the world a better place. Dead twice, came back twice. 2 for 2. What goes through your head, might I pry?
Mm-hmm. Well, I would say, like, from all the hits he has taken, for someone who's just recently gained his senses back, he would be like kind of still in pain and slipping in and out of consciousness, like lying on the bed. So his visions or what's been through his mind right now would be a bit hazy and dreamy. But those visions and hazy vision would still be him as a kid in his parents' house, looking through their works while they're working. So.
If you don't mind, I will snap you from that nice daydream for a moment before as the reality sets in.
Mm-hmm.
If Silgolf really wanted to, this is the most prime opportunity to strike. Well, everyone are at their lowest while you are all divided. This is prime real estate.
Okay, so Scholar would like think back a bit when he was in between the living and the dead, and remembering how I would assume that the scene that in his first death and the current death are different, because his first death he see, I guess, the guide, right, in black, and the second you say that he was in the void. Am I correct? Hello.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So thinking back on that, he's gonna jolt awake in between guns a bit, and kind of look around in a bit of a panic.
You're safe.
But still have spell slot left, so that's to be safe. I'm gonna detect magic and look around again.
Nothing. Nothing around.
You're gonna breathe a sigh of relief and just sat there on the bed, not saying anything for a while.
It's quiet. A lot of noise. Past few days. Today's quiet.
After some time having been very exhausted, he's gonna painfully try to fall asleep again, kind of trying to force himself to sleep.
Dude. Sleep is a gift. For the most part. Scientific, in terms of science wise, it's a moment where your body rests, your body relaxes, your body repairs. Others would see that sleep is a moment of vulnerability. And you are at your most vulnerable. Everyone, when they sleep, is at their most vulnerable. But it's exhausting keeping your guard up all the time, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's exhausting going about every day, thinking when are you going to die next, or who's going to do you in.
Mm-hmm.
So sleep is good. Sleep is good for now. You take your rest. Your well-earned rest as the group's punching bag in our target dummy in the heat of things. And we fast forward a little bit. All of you return. Well, the two of you return from your little journey, from getting food and handing the body to the morgue. Join back the rest of them in the tavern, where all of you reconvene. I don't want to assume that not any of you, if most of you have an appetite to eat. But food is required. As much as you deny it, as much as you reject it, your body needs food. Your body needs food.
I do not need it.
Then you will die braver than the rest.
Nope, I literally do not need it.
Oh, right. A monk.
And not just like facing the wall still. But then as the door opens and smells the food, her stomach rumbles.
Your Star Wars reference.
Food is a hobby.
You don't have the need for food, but doesn't mean you don't have the desire to eat. Sometimes.
Mouth itchy,
No,
mouth itchy.
Yeah. Sometimes food is a comforting strategy to overcome situation.
嘴巴痒没事做。
Alright, I'll as I hear Naja's stomach grumble, I'm just gonna give caress her head a little bit. Just go, hey, we should probably get some food in you.
Right.
But
Sure.
allow me to
It's been
remind all
days.
of you. Allow me to remind all of you. You are all reconvened together already. You are all together.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sure. That does look good. Thanks,
Yep.
Courage and Darius.
Courage just kind of like just grunts, and then after that you see him like drinking from like the largest bowl of like cream of mushroom soup that you've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
It's like the biggest and thickest bowl of cream of mushroom soup that you've ever seen. And he's like just like you can see that his eyes are kind of like just staring off into the distance. That he's just like slowly just drinking it.
And Naja will take small bites and then bigger bites until she's like full on devouring the plate.
Don't actually devour the plate, please.
No, not literally the plate, but the dishes on the plate.
And as all of you, like I said, I don't want to be so bold to assume that all of you eat your bellies full or not eat at all. The meal is concluded. As time goes by, you are all free to do whatever you want for the rest of the day, but you can do that. We can describe that in another time. We'll fast forward to the night where sleep takes all of you. Natural sleep. Where your body says, hey, it's night. Gotta clock off. As sleep takes all of you, and magnificent Lord of Dreams invite all of you in. Darius, you find yourself in a as sleep. Well, you're an elf, so you don't sleep, but you fall into a trance. As you are in your trance, you find yourself transported to a magnificent, beautiful garden. Different varieties of flowers, plants grow in very not uniform, but it is in a scattered sort of arrangement that in its own way looks perfect. As you are in this magnificent garden, you look up to the sky and you just see a nice night starry sky. Millions, billions, impossible to count. Just numerous amounts of different sizes, different brightness of stars. A galaxy that you can see. As you see what looks to be a individual tending to the garden. What would you like to do?
Does that individual look familiar to me in any way?
Their back is facing you, so you can't tell as of yet.
As I approach them, I will say, "Well, this is such a beautiful scenery here. Excuse me, would you mind telling me what is this place?"
The individual stands up. You can see he towers over you. As he turns around, and you see, even though he is significantly taller than you, he replies to you in a humble manner. As you see the Hesus stand before you, as he says, "Well, my child, this is my garden. Magnificent, isn't it?"
He's like, as soon as like Darius realizes who this person is, he just like staggers back and just like gets on his knee and just like kneels, like head down, like looking down, just like just like avoiding Nahisis' gaze as he says, "Lord Nahisis, I am honored to be in your presence. How why would you invite me to such a beautiful place?"
He, as you do that and say all of that, he says, gets down and holds your hand and sort of lifts you up so that you're no longer sort of kneeling down in front of him and no longer averting and trying to attempting to uh allow or have you meet his gaze as he says, "There is no particular reason. You see, the plants that you see before you, they are, well, they are beautiful, aren't they?"
They certainly are, my lord.
What do you do with if you find a flower that you like a lot?
I believe I would take a moment to observe it, take in its beauty, but I would probably leave it behind, or I have no right to take a life of this flower. So that memory will only, well, stay as a memory.
He places a hand on your shoulder, smiles, as he says, "You can do that, yes. You allow the cycle of life to take its toll and take this precious life and bring it into my sanctum." As he sort of like does a gesture towards all the flowers in this field, and he says, "Don't be mistaken. Everything you see here was once alive. You're a studious individual. You uphold the teachings of my children. You understand that every life lost in your world finds new life in mine. I understand what clouds your mind, child. You're conflicted with your actions. Am I wrong?
Yes, my lord.
May I ask you a question, child?
Darius kind of just like looks up at him with kind of like a bit of fear, even like, or like not fear, but like that shame, like at himself, like he has done something wrong.
How
That kind
obvious
of
is
look.
this?
It is pretty obvious. This is not. This is difficult to hide considering he is in the presence of the person he looks up to so much.
As that look drops, Nahisis chuckles as he's sort of like, you can see almost out of nowhere he pulls out an apple and tosses it to you.
You would barely catch it. It's kind of that thing when you kind of try to catch it, but you almost fail, but then you catch it again. It actually finally lands in your hands.
Yeah, you fumble as you catch the apple. You're nervous.
Well, I would be lying if I said no, my lord. It is not every day that will be honored with your presence.
Well, firstly, don't be nervous. If you have any doubts in your mind that would lead you to think that you have done something wrong, you have already convinced yourself you have done something wrong. So let's walk. Let's find a nice place to sit, shall we?
Yes, of course, my lord.
And he takes you through this garden. You can see different flowers and plant life that both complements and contrast with each other. You see that they are placed in positions that would uh, that would bring up a certain either emotion or landscape of a area. All these flowers that are all around, there is a path that goes through which he walks and trails through. He makes sure to be careful not to trample on any of the flowers or any of the plants. Even a blade of grass will not be trampled upon. And I assume you do so the same as he does.
Mhm.
As he finds a nice stone bench, he sits as he taps the side of the empty bench.
Darius will sit down, but he like it's obvious that he's still kind of like tense. He kind of like he definitely like keeps like a good distance as he like sits down next to him.
Now then, child, that question. Who do you think decides who gets to live and die? There are no right answers, there are no wrong answers. So speak your mind.
I believe it is you, my lord. I mean, you. I'm sure the such I'm sure that death it is a fated event, and therefore I believe this is to your decision, to your yes, I believe this is up to you, my lord.
Chuckles as he says, I appreciate you see of me such high regards. See, death, whoever decides who gets to live or who gets to die isn't me. Well, technically. Death is my domain. Death is my realm. And yes, I do believe that everything that has passed should remain as it is, so that the cycle of life may continue. But if I'm the one who decides what gets to live and what gets to die, it wouldn't be considered fair now, would it?
But if it's not up to your decision, then who is one to decide?
He points to the apple in your hand and says, that apple in your hand, think of it as, well, it is still alive in a sense. Who gets to decide who gets to live, who gets to die? As it places a finger onto your chest. It's people who make those decisions. If you were out in the woods, you're a young little boy, lost in the woods. You have a background as a hunter. You're attacked by a wolf. Who's stopping you from deciding whether the wolf gets to live? It's either you or the wolf.
Yes, Lord Nahusis, but I went against your rules. I don't understand. I thought that I have dishonored your faith, and you're talking to me like nothing has happened. I don't think I even have the right to be here in your presence after what I have done.
Indeed, in the more devout eyes, it may seem to be a wrongdoing in my name for such acts. It goes against my beliefs as well, don't get me wrong. I'm very crossed at you, young man, as you hear him chuckle. But when someone is cornered, they do what they must. And like yourself, you're backed up in a corner. You do what you think was right in the moment. I'm not one to be able to judge why or what your reasons were to make those choices, but you were in that corner and you made your decision. You have to live with those decisions, but they were yours, no less than you deciding to wake up in the morning.
Darius sort of just kind of like processes those words because he just like he felt conflicted about what he has done, but now it's kind of like he's more at ease, more like just like he's still ashamed of what he's done, but at least he kind of just like that kind of like validation from his deity kind of gave him like a bit of peace, like with what he's done. So he would just kind of like nod as Mehisis is speaking and say, Lord Mehisis, I understand for that what I have done is wrong, but if there's anything I can do to perhaps prove my faith to you, then I'll be honored to take such a task.
Already done so much, young one. I am always watching. Realms of the divine doesn't stop us from peering into mortal lives. So I'm always watching. And I always know what's happening. A time of great importance will come soon. And when that time comes, you will be you'll feel this confliction once more. And when that time comes, I hope you can live with your decisions that you make.
Thank you, my lord. I will keep this in mind. And he kind of just looks at the apple that Nahisis gave him and just kind of like, kind of like points at it and says, Lord Nahisis, would you mind if I take a bite?
He gestures for the go ahead.
And he does so. And then he kind of just like, he looks so much more relaxed. Like his posture is like so much more relaxed. And he just like observes this beautiful garden, just kind of like takes in like all the visuals and like all its beauty.
As you chomp down on this amazingly red apple, it is the most sweetest apple that you have ever had. The texture of the apple perfect. Not a single flaw can be found in it. It is delicious. So you take in the entirety of your whatever your visual senses are taking in. All good things must come to an end. As you leave that realm of that trance that you were in, after that 4 hours, you're awake. You're awake a lot earlier than the rest of them. What would you like to do?
Oh, I will be right to start preparing some breakfast, maybe. So we're in the tavern. I can't really prepare breakfast. I will request since it's kind of like he's kind of just in the mood to like make something. So he'll probably just like go to the kitchen and request to probably like use their like facility to like kind of like cook up something for the party.
With a price, they will allow you.
Sure.
So you pay the price, and you start off your day a lot earlier than everyone. As the night concludes and the day comes to, all of you awaken at your own individual timing. As the scholar, you are now to 1 exhaustion as you manage to clear 1 exhaustion level with your long rest.
Understood.
All of you awaken at your own individual timing. Darius, what have you prepared for the party for a nice meal?
I think he would have just wanted to go for something like a dessert, since we've been through so much. So it would be nice to get something nice and sweet. So he'll probably go for kind of like just inspired of what, like by what just happened. He'll probably go for like an apple pie, like a very very
Jumbo?
like yeah, like kind of like what your grandma would usually make, like that kind of apple pie, like decorated with like edible flowers, like on top of it, and serve it to the
Very
party.
nice. All of you are awakened with the fresh smell of apple crumble. The smell of the apple, it's just mouth-watering.
Oh, this smells good. You 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 woke up early just to do this?
Oh well, Miss Nadja, I don't really require that much sleep, so
Right.
I would say I had plenty of time in my hand.
Right, you're an elf. Oh, thank you, nonetheless. And Naja sits down, takes a bite. How does it taste?
The apples here in York aren't the best in terms of like how they were grown and everything, but with us in the hands of someone that is proficient, if not very skilled, they can be made into something very delectable.
Naja just smiles and says, this is really good, Darius. Thank you.
Of course, no problem. Just enjoy your breakfast.
This would be great with milk, but I can't really have milk.
Well, we can make some coffee, or any other drinks that might suffice.
Coffee might be good. Thanks. Yeah.
And that's gonna be accompanied by coffee and tea for those who don't drink coffee.
Oh, I'll take some.
As
We'll go for apple and cinnamon tea.
ooh,
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
as
gimme.
your little breakfast meal comes to an end, what would the party like to do? You're down a member, and you have a lot on your plate now. Now that the weight of the world is being placed back on your shoulders once more.
Do I still have the key to the library?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. If you guys don't mind, I'll just go somewhere first.
Would you like
By
me to
yourself?
accompany you?
Oh, I'm gonna talk to my aunt, see if I can figure something out with her, and possibly give her this. I show you guys the key.
Alright, then
Maybe
come
that
with
will
me.
spark something. All right. Yeah, sure.
Do you have anything? I was just thinking about this earlier. Do
Mm.
you have like a letter from your aunt?
Actually, I do. I have a letter from them. It's somewhere in my bag. Let me see now. Oh, here it is.
No,
And
you
it's
don't.
the letter that
Uh,
I don't. It's not in my bag.
Oh no.
Wait, that's weird. It should have been here, neatly folded. Where is it? I rummaged through my bag.
You
Huh.
find everything but that?
Huh.
Okay, what about something from your uncle?
I don't think I got anything from him. No. I do still remember what he looks like, though. But this key belongs to him, so
Well, at least it's something.
yeah. Well, I guess while going there, can figure something to say to my aunt without coming across too creepy or something. But we'll cross that
Problem
bridge when we
is,
get there.
problem is that I don't know if that is going to be possible or not. Like she must already think that we're weirdos just showing up claiming to be related to her.
Right. Yeah. Well, I guess it's worth a shot just returning this to her then. Yeah.
I mean,
Mm.
nothing's stopping you from still looking for your uncle, is there?
I owe him that much. Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe I'm just being optimistic here, but maybe he will still remember you.
I hope so. I really do.
Maybe wherever he is, whatever he's doing, it protected him from Nahesis's
Callous.
mind wipe. Maybe, hopefully.
That would be callous, but yeah.
That fuck me.
I hope so. Yeah.
And then let's go
Right.
figure that out.
You head to the House of the Sahasras. How about the rest of you guys? Are you guys following? Or you guys have your own thing to do?
I kind of have a feeling that it's going to end up being a train wreck. Courage is going to. Courage is a bit conflicted. Do I want to go witness the crash out? No, Courage is just gonna go off on his own to actually just wander a bit. This is York, right?
Yes, sir.
What's there to do in York?
Wave.
A lot of things. A lot of things that you most likely can't normally do in outside of York. There are games. There are different form of entertainment in York that are foreign to the world outside.
Okay.
Whatever you do not fish in the river here.
What's wrong with the river?
It's heavily polluted and full of fish that attack people. So people tend to avoid it.
Ah, okay. All the more then. Then after
I
that,
mean-
it's like he starts. Courage immediately starts gearing up, and after that, bringing his like the fishing rod and hook. I'm in need of a
I'm,
yeah. Well, if I
I'm
do
just
catch one, then yeah, having a
uh,
scrap.
I'm just glad to see you're quite optimistic.
Oh, sometimes you just want to. Sometimes you can just deal with stress by actually punching a fish. You never know.
Good luck then.
And you never know. We might be able to eat them, or get some use out of it.
I'd rather not eat them. Thank you.
Oh, good luck. Good luck on your end. Are the rest of you
Thanks.
following? Are the rest of you following Roger?
Yeah. What are you guys gonna be doing?
If no one gets him, Scholar will sleep in bed.
Oh, I guess I'll just make sure that he's safe and sound. So I'll stay here.
Okay.
Yes, Devin will be busy being dead.
Yes.
Well,
All right. Then, if
You-
that's the case, Naja and Draculus, both of you head towards the house of Sahasra. As you arrive to the front doors, what do you do?
Okay, this might be a bad idea, but I feel like we should return this.
With the key.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think it's a bad idea?
I don't know. Usually, when someone doesn't remember who you are, even if you know them, they might think that you're really crazy or something like that. They might call the cops or something. Ah, shit. Now I feel like, kind of feel like how Qatar felt, but not really. You know?
In a way, yeah.
This is like a reverse Qatar situation.
I mean, this is, albeit a complicated situation, I'll give it that. Whatever you
Ye-
decide to do with that key, I'll support you throughout it. You know I would.
Okay, sure.
If you
He
wish to
knows
give it
nothing.
back, I'm just gonna like hold Nada's hand, kind of like interlace fingers, just to let her know that hey, she's not alone in this.
Okay.
Oh,
And
Cat, will you
after that, I'm gonna knock on the door.
Knock knock. As the door opens once more, the same appearance, tired, disheveled. Well, no longer your aunt. It's yes. Looks at the both of you and says, "Oh, it's the both of you again. I've like I said, I don't know her. I don't. I just really don't remember. Right?
We know.
It's we know, yeah. But there's something I have that I've had for my entire life, and I think should go to you then. And I hold out the key. It's the key to the eternal sanctum. I understand that Bryson left it when he disappeared, and he doesn't usually leave without it, right?
You can see that like her tired, her exhausted, fatigued look just vanish as she looks at the key and she's like, you can see she's starting to well up and like, she starts to become frantic and she goes, "Where do you get that? Where do you find that from?"
No, no. You gave it to me
I didn't
when
give
you
anybody
told me,
anything.
please just hear me out. Hear it from my point of view. You, well, you may not remember, but you gave this to me along with a letter. Um, do I have the letter that Bryson left? DM?
No.
And you gave this to me, and he also left a letter saying that he was going to meet someone in New York, but he does not leave the library without this key, right? And I set out to look for your husband, Bryson. So far, the leads have run cold, and all I'm left is key. And I think it would be better off with you, and so that the library will reopen, hopefully. I've had so many wonderful memories growing up in the halls of the library, like section 186, the life sciences, or section 284, history of birth. And I list down every section in the library as best as I can remember. And yeah,
As just
it's
saying every single one, everything,
yeah.
you can see that it's fallen on deaf ears
Oh man.
because her focus is on that key. Her mind is most likely thinking, why do you have it? Where do you find it? Are you the person that took my husband?
Oh
As
no,
she's like,
no, ma'am, no, I did not. I
she's like,
am
she's
looking
like,
for him too.
she's like shakingly trying to reach for the key.
I give it to her. I'm offering it to her.
Yeah, as she takes it, you can see the tears starts to flow as she begins to weep and holds the key close to her chest. And she continues to weep. But this is you can based of her reaction, you can tell that this is probably, well, in this memory of her, at least in her memories, at least this is the first sign of, well, whatever her husband left behind before he went missing. So
Oh,
now she just doesn't know what to do with this. Previously she was just going day by day, thinking, oh, the enforcers will find him. No, the enforcers will find him. They will find him. Like,
Auntie,
as
I
she
know how
continues to
long
weep.
it's been. I know how long it's been so long since his disappearance, but I will find him. And I'll bring him back safe and sound. That's that's what I'll do. And uh, I think, yeah, you need some time to process this too. But please know that as I know you and as I know your husband, you guys are like family to me. You may not remember it, but yeah, I will find him.
As promising and as enticing as your words would be to somebody who is looking for someone dear to them, everything is being blocked out. Like, she is in a state of sadness and confliction and a full range of emotion that the whole world around her is just not there. It's gone. She is she is just with herself right now.
It's going to be all right. Auntie, please don't cry. I will reach out to her and try to cast. Where's that? Where do I have that? Oh my god, do I have that? Yes, I do! I'll try to cast this.
Normally the spell would work if there were a curse, but there isn't any.
Indeed.
She picks herself up and sorrowfully makes her way into her house and closes the door behind her.
But I thought that would work, but she really doesn't remember me. They don't remember me. It's like I don't even exist. Huh.
That's not true. Naja, you do exist. You're right here in front of me.
To you, yeah, but I don't know. It just really hurts. But I've made a promise to her now, and I don't think I can break it. Just like you're gonna find your mom. I'm gonna find my uncle. We'll bring them back.
Yeah. You will.
Yeah.
And even if they don't remember you, you still have a family here. With the rest of the misfits.
I
And
guess.
that's not going anywhere.
I guess you're right. Yeah. Well, let's take a walk around the ark. I just want to see the library again. Let's walk. Let's get lost. Let's get lost around here, shall we?
Let's get lost. Let's just wander.
Mm. And one last look at the door that of the house that I grew up in. Turn around, walk into the streets of Yark.
The memory of just a baby or even a child version of yourself laughing, running into the door of the house sips into your mind just for a second. You leave the vicinity of the household, Sahasra household, and begin to wander the streets of Yark with Dracula's. As we fade from that and we move to courage, I will not roleplay the whole thing. I will just do it in scenes. If as you go to attempt to fish at the lake, at the river that separates the upper and the lower city, you are being stopped by M forces telling you that you are not allowed to fish in this river.
Dang it.
Or this is a matter of public safety and they do not wish to endanger the lives of the public. And I assume you respectfully move on from there.
Yes. Guess it's
Moving,
time to go.
yeah,
Oh, I
carry.
just go put my fishing rod and stuff back in the tavern, and then after that I'll just head to the club then.
Very well.
Yes,
I
Courage just sitting there in full armor while the plays in the background.
I will ask this question once more. With all of this downtime thing that can be done another time, after all of it, where would the misfit like to go?
Can I? Are we doing it? Do we have anything on the plate at the moment?
I mean, we
Well,
have.
let's
Echo
consult
Sam.
the quest. This quest thread that we have.
Yeah, anything super urgent. If not, might I actually
Argenta.
suggest? Yeah,
What do you want? What do you want to do?
might we go rescue Sam?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Sure.
wait, what happened to Sam?
Sam,
Kobolds.
we suspect that Sam got involved with the kobolds that built the mech dragon.
Okay,
He's
then.
probably tied to some windmill
Windmill,
on its
yeah.
nose.
Seeking around the world.
Sure. Could use some distraction. It's down
Yeah.
south, right?
Huh. Oh, yeah. Sorry, this is above the table, by the way. Should we check out what's the situation on the Beholder Land in the city is?
We can probably ask townsfolk. Yeah?
Yeah.
Asking around, no one knows that there's a beholder there in here, and like I assume you guys ask in a subtle manner that won't incite panic.
I think,
No.
I mean, Najas is Yav's ambassador, right? Can she just ask someone else? That's not like, hey, have you heard of the Beholder Land before?
No. I
Have you heard
remember
about all the Eldest Christ?
we like informed the council or like the guards that the mines are dangerous and have a possible beholder in it before we left, right? Or before we went in.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's been like probably more than a month. So I think Naja, as with her status, can probably ask a guard or a guard lady.
Actually, yeah, I have a quest here in Yard.
Oh yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Thank you
That's
for
true.
reminding me. I will go to the council then as ambassador of Balel.
All right.
Wow.
As you arrive at the foot of the well, I can't remember what I called it. The
The
council
council.
right here. So I assume all of you guys are following as well, because you guys are gonna like move as one and then go to your next location.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
As you guys are standing in front of the council, the street itself is it's not too bustling. It is quiet, and it is it's peaceful. As you're about to take your step in, the air around you shimmers and hums for a moment as a purplish sort of or light purplish, almost magenta like portal sort of opens up abruptly right next to you guys, catching you all off guard as out of it, not even stepping out of it, but on their knees, a bloodied, defeated, and sorrowful looking Qatar appears.
Oh, fuck.
What?
In front of him, the dead body of Echo.
Oh my god.
And around him, the dead bodies of 2 others. Well, 3 others.
No!
Fuck.
He is covered
3
with
others?
wounds. He is covered in wounds, burn, scorch marks, different wound. All these wounds look it of different variations. Cuts, burns, almost like it was scalded or sorts, or even just hit with some kind of necrotic energy. But what you know is he is hanging on a thin thread of life. Everyone around him that he brought in are dead.
Okay, heading straight to dead. Far.
And that's where we're gonna end our session for today.
No.
Fuck
Alright.
you.
Cinema. This is the best session yet. Cinema.
Fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, I was wondering at one point you were gonna do something like that. I kind of figured the moment you said that, that was gonna happen.
Oh my god.
No,
Yeah.
No, Neku said that Qatar's gonna be coming back today, like an hour ago.
Just
Oh.
Qatar. Just Qatar.
Oh
No,
no.
Yeah,
Not
so I
just
thought that he was
Qatar,
gonna come back
technically.
by himself.
Technically he
Darius?
did come back by himself.
Well, it's a cool
alive.
thing. I have a lot of resurrection spells. The Grave Spirit.
Darius?
Oh,
Um,
hi, Lucy.
The question is it too late?
Well, I have a spell that doesn't. It doesn't matter. But like, it's
Oh,
kind of like
what's
Darius
that?
does the resurrection, but like at the same
Mm.
time, Darius doesn't know Echo. He doesn't like care that much. Oh god.
So,
No.
well, look at that. The whole family's dead, I guess. Are
Yeah.
2 of the
Which
other bodies
are they
dead,
dead?
other gnomes?
Yeah.
Aha!
Man,
Yeah.
I was planning to send a message to these two. I was like, hey, so about your grandfather. But now they're dead as well. Doesn't matter.
Don't need to do that anymore. They can get buried together now.
True.
As long as they
Is
all
it
have
Omen's?
it's
Is it Darwin's family or Qatar's family?
Davrin. Who's the fourth one that was with him?
I
There were 3 bodies, right?
I asked you to give me 3 names.
Ooh,
remember?
right! Random druid guy.
Oh no, not the random dude guy. One.
Remember, I asked you, give me 3
Forget about
names.
Echo.
Give me 3
Forget
names.
about Echo. It's the druid, the random druid guy. That's the one who matters.
Gotta resurrect that one, yeah.
Yeah, forget about Echo.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
By the way, you guys better have fucking looted. Better have looted Davrin
Looted
before
Echo?
you sent him to the morgue.
Oh yeah, I think the stuff is with Darius.
Right.
Oh,
Courage.
wouldn't.
Time
Courage
to-
wouldn't touch Devrin.
Hmm?
Courage wouldn't touch Devrin any more than he has to because
Oh my God.
he just like touches it a bit and suddenly it's like a dozen bugs just flake out there. He'll be like,
Please.
Yeah, no.
this is
Yeah.
unhygienic.
Time to loot Echo's body next.
Hey, don't take my sword. Keep the sword with you of death. Don't
I
you dare
always
touch
want to
the
play
sword.
No,
around.
no one can use it anymore. Time to resell it.
No,
No.
not the sword.
Allow-
Anything
Allow
but
me
the
to
sword.
say, allow me
Only
to say
20
this first. Wait, let me say this first. Dips.
Wait, we didn't even buy the sword. We
Listen,
cannot sell
you know
it.
what? He will come back as a monster, like as a metallic monster. Will kill you guys. We're like taking his sword.
Yeah. That
Only
metallic
25
monster
gold.
looks similar.
But still, dips.
Only 25 gold.
The depreciation on this thing was crazy.
Hmm. We still have his lungs, his heart, his livers.